Welcome to Prescott's Animal Corner. It's a new show where we're going to be focusing on our four-legged, our two-legged, and sometimes even no-legged friends here in the Prescott area. Hey everyone, welcome back to Prescott's Animal Corner. We are here at Whiskers Barkery here in downtown Prescott, where they're having a dog wash, and all of the proceeds go to a new group that we've learned about, the United Animal Friends. We're going to focus on them in the next couple episodes, so let's go on in and learn a little bit about them. Wasn't that fun? Now we're going to talk to Stephanie and learn a little bit more about United Animal Friends.
Ew. Which one is this? Who is it?
That's Sarge.
This is
Sarge.
Hi, Sarge. Hi.
So you like animals?
I absolutely love animals. Absolutely love them. I have 7 dogs of my own. And at any time, I mean, you never know how many I'll have at my house because I foster. Right now I have a mama dog who gave birth on Monday to 5 babies. Puppies, I shouldn't say babies. And I also have a little Chihuahua that I've had for a couple weeks, about 5 months old. So you never really know how many will be at the house, which is great. Which is just great.
Yeah. What got you into, like, I guess, fostering animals?
Well, I didn't always do this. I was an airline pilot, and I had to stop flying for medical reasons. And I had always loved animals, but you know, very, very hard to have a dog when you're gone all the time. And so when I couldn't fly anymore, I moved to Prescott, you know, and I'm looking at what I can do and what can I do with animals. And I found United Animal Friends by looking in Prescott Dog. It's a publication here in town, and they do photos at holiday time, and they raise money for them. And I have 4 dachshunds. And
I already love you now.
I walked in, all 4 dachshunds in my arms like this.
Are they mini dachshunds?
They are minis.
Okay.
Into this, you know, these gals in there that are gonna be doing these photos for Valentine's Day. It was a very snowy day that day. And I walk in and they were just, they just welcomed me in there. They loved the dogs, and I thought, I think this is it. I think this is where I want to donate my time. And that was about 5 years ago. And I now have fostered over 120 puppies and dogs, and all but one. I kept one dachshund. I had to keep that one.
Right.
But, you know, fostering is about finding them homes, not about keeping them. You can imagine what my house would be like if I kept all 120.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
yeah.
I mean, that can be hard for some people. Some people fostering, it's too hard to give them up because you really, really connect with them. And the connection can just be that you spent time and love and care, but you may also have had medical that you went through with them as well. We've had some fosters that have stayed, some foster dogs that have stayed in homes for over a year and then get adopted. And that's a huge connection. It can be a little tearful.
So tell me about United Animal Friends, because I think most of our viewers, or a portion of our viewers, might not have ever heard of United Animal Friends.
So United Animal Friends is a completely not-for-profit organization. No one gets paid. All the money goes to helping animals. And, you know, small amount, you know, we've got office things that we pay for, but we help in many ways. I mean, obviously, yes, we take in dogs and we get them adopted, but we also do spay-neuter clinics. We help people that can't afford to pay, to pay for the food for their animals. dogs and cats. We help people that can't afford the medical care, emergency medical care for their pets. So there's just many different ways that we help.
Now, is this a national organization?
No, it is just here in Prescott. We don't have a facility. We have, most of our dogs are in foster homes. Now, we do have to board sometimes and we don't have enough fosters. So that goes back to the volunteer side once again. But we don't have a building. We would love to have a building. We're trying to raise enough money so that we can get a facility. But it's basically the Quad City area, so Prescott, Prescott Valley, Chino, Paulden, that area.
Right. Now, how long has UAF kind of been around?
They've been around for about 13 years.
Okay.
A lot of people have come and gone. And we have about 145 volunteers.
Wow. So how many kind of animals do you foster on average with those volunteers?
Oh gosh, well that changes a lot. So with the dogs, at one time, normally say around 20, 25. And the cats, that really varies. During kitten season, right now, it's a lot.
Right.
We can have 30, 40, 50 kittens at one time.
Right, especially if you have a cat and then the next day you've got 13 kittens
Yes.
as well.
Yes. So we do have a small facility at Petco in Prescott. It's called Kitty City. So you can actually go down there and see select cats and kittens. So that really is the only facility that we have. We could take in many more dogs if we had more fosters or if we had a facility.
So who would be a good volunteer for United Animal Friends?
Loving animals, number one.
Okay.
Caring, compassionate, and you need the time. You don't want to take a dog in and leave all day. And so if you work all day, it can be really, really difficult. A lot of these dogs just, they come from, they may be a stray. They may have just lost their owner and they need someone to give them the time and the patience. And you can't just get a dog and leave it in your house. You come back, you may have some destruction. So, training, knowing about training, just knowing about dog behavior and the cats as well. I do the dogs, so I'm not an expert on the cats, but we have a lot of volunteers that are really good with cats.
They want to do their part and they want to help out, specifically the United Animal Friends. So how do they get a hold of you guys?
They go to our website, unitedanimalfriends.org. On there, all the forms. So if you would like to just be a volunteer, you're not quite sure yet what you want to do, just fill out that application. It's all just fill out online, hit submit, and it goes to the person that interviews our applicants. Jan, that's her name. She'll look at it to kind of see where the best fit. Maybe you did say this is what I want to do, and then she'll connect you with the right person. If you want to foster, you can put that also on the volunteer application, or you can just fill out the foster application. In that case, someone will come to your home because we want to make sure that it's a safe environment for whatever, dogs, mama dogs and puppies, cats, kittens. So, it's different depending on what you want. And it's not hard. We just want to make sure that, being home is probably number one.
Now, do you have different kinds of volunteers? Let's say I love animals, I'm caring, I'm compassionate, but I'm not always home, but I still want to do my part, say on weekends. How could I help the United Animal Friends?
That's a good question. So on the weekends, we have adoption events. So you can actually put in an application to be a handler. We have adoption events at Petco, Saturday and Sunday, and then Whiskers Barkery downtown Prescott. We do those the first and second Saturday of the month. we need people to handle the dogs. So it is a little bit of training, and what you do is you shadow someone, go to the adoption event, and just kind of watch. Handling, there's a little bit of skill to that. You have a small space with a lot of dogs. You need to know things like, dogs don't go nose to nose. We don't know what these dogs do. They like each other. Do they like male dogs? Do they like female dogs? Do they like big dogs, little dogs? So those are just things that you want to learn before you handle, but we need handlers, absolutely. And we also need people to volunteer at the events.
What kind of events do you have?
Well, we have one coming up August 4th, and that's called Wolf Down Lunch. And it's a lot of fun, and that's down at the square, Prescott Courthouse Square. And it's an entirely United Animal Friends event. So you buy a ticket for $20, you get lunch, you get to pick out a homemade ceramic bowl for either your dog or your cat, or you can get raffle tickets for these awesome gift baskets full of things for dogs, cats, and humans. There's activities that day, there's agility demonstrations. Normally there's police dogs that come in and show what they do there. Oh, there we go. Here's one of the bowls.
There we go.
Here's one of the bowls. Yeah, these are great.
Yeah.
We have our dogs there. So if you're looking for a dog, you come down there, and we have an adoption booth. Lots of vendors selling their wares, mostly for dogs and cats.
Great. And then once again, if I wanted to volunteer right now, how would I do that?
Go online. Just go online, unitedanimalfriends.org, for just volunteer, or if you want to foster, or if you want to do both. I do both. I'm an event manager, so I do the adoption events. I foster. What else do I do? Seems like I do a lot. I'm a board member as well.
Yeah.
There's,
what don't you do? That might be easier. We only have 20
that might
minutes,
be easier. Well, I wanted to also say about the events, because one of our biggest event of the year is our rummage sale, and that starts in October. But that is our biggest event of the year, and it is so amazing. You have to come down to see it. You just have to see this. Yeah. We have a building that's donated to us in town, the Fortner building. He donates the space to us, and we just appreciate it so much. I think we use around
22,000 square feet.
For us, just us, 22,000. It's a huge building, and that's not even half, I don't think, full of donated items. And once again, it all gets sold and all goes to the animals. We need a ton of people to help us with that. When everything comes in, it has to be sorted, it has to be cleaned, it has to be priced. I don't even know how many people we use at one time. I would probably say at least 30 at a time. When you say that, yeah, 30 people, but we could use more.
Right, always.
Always.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Now, I guess lastly, okay, so I love animals. I don't have time to volunteer. I don't have time to foster, but I did fairly well for myself as an individual. I can donate to UAF, right? Sure.
That's how we survive, is by donations. So you can donate $1, any amount. We will just love it. It doesn't matter what it is, how little, how big. If you want to donate, you can contact us, via the website. There's a donate button right on the website. If you would just prefer to talk to someone, you can also call the hotline and get transferred to maybe one of the board members that could speak with you about it.
Yeah, and then do people donate items or anything like that?
Well, yes, you can donate the items for the rummage sale.
Right.
Or you can just donate items for the foster dogs. You can donate food for the food bank. There are a lot of different ways that you can donate one bag of food. If that's what you can afford, that would be awesome.
I think I can afford that, which is going to be a fun thing that now I have to battle with. Like, hey, there's dog food right there. You can pick that up and just drop it off.
Right, you can just drop it off. We do another, normally I think it's in January, and it's associated with the food bank, but we also give out dog beds to people that need it. The lower income that they need the food, they need dog beds, anything that we can give them. So donated items really help there as well.
Yeah, so the next time you're picking up food or whatnot for your animal, maybe pick up one for another animal.
There are donation boxes around town. Petco has a box, and what's the other one? Oh, Pet Club in Chino Valley. They also have a box.
That's great to know. Yeah, because I know our viewers really love animals and really love supporting animals however they can.
We have the photos at Whiskers Barkery, and those are for the holidays. So we have them for Valentine's Day, for Easter, Halloween. That's a really fun one because everyone, everyone, and it could be dogs or cats, or your rabbit.
Right.
Doesn't matter.
Just has to be an animal.
Right.
Yeah.
And Christmas. So those are great, just fun events for you can bring your pet and have a good day. And normally, you don't pay more than, I think it's $10 for the photos. I think it's $10 for those. And we have normally we've been doing dinners down at the Palace, and Barks and Beers. That's the one that we have normally the end of September, and that's normally at Barley Hound, and that's another fun one because you can bean your dog.
If anybody watching wanted to know more about the events, they could go to your website.
Go to our website, right? Okay. Right, and anytime you have questions, we have the hotline. So that's 778-2924. You can call that number. Say you do want to donate, you're just not quite sure where. We have people that monitor those phone lines. If you have a pet that's in need, you can call the hotline, and we will see if we can help. If you're interested in one of the dogs, because on our website, all the dogs that are available at that time. Now we may have other dogs that we just got, and we still have to spay and neuter and shot, any medical attention that they might need. But the dogs and cats that are available right now will be on the website. And you may have a question about a dog. I'm really interested in this one and this one. Can someone call me? And so, go ahead and use that.
So everything's on the website. If I want to volunteer, if I want to adopt, if I want to donate, go to the website. And
just a little bit on how we do the adoptions. It's a little bit different than some other rescues. So I just wanted to go over that.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. So you see a picture of a dog on the website. Oh my gosh, I really, really want to adopt that dog. Under the picture is a green button, and it's the matchmaking questionnaire. You need to fill that out first. We need to know who you are, where you live. I know that might be a little personal, but we do want to make sure that the dog that you're interested in fits your family lifestyle. If you are, you're picking some wild, crazy, great big dog and you live in an apartment and you don't have a yard, we're probably going to say, that's just not a match. How about this dog over here? So that's what we call it, the matchmaking form. It's not an obligation to adopt. It is, we want to make sure that the dog that you pick is a match for the family and a match for the dog.
Right.
So if all of that really looks good, then that form gets sent off to the foster for that dog. And we'll call you and we'll discuss a little bit more. If it sounds, once again, it's still a match, then we'll set up a home visit. Now the home visit is really we want to make sure it's a safe, secure environment. Fences. A lot of people will say they have a fence, but the fence has a great big hole in it. So when you go,
you're like... The fence is like 2 feet tall.
Right, or 2 feet tall, and you've got a 5-foot dog. 5-foot dog, that would be funny, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
But a dog that could jump 5 feet, absolutely. So fences are huge. Sometimes all it is that, can you just fix that? Can you fix that place where the dog could escape? And then we'll bring the dog back once it's done. If you have other pets, then we want to make sure everyone gets along. Not all dogs get along with other dogs. Not all dogs like cats. Not all dogs like rabbits. So we want to make sure, we call that a meet and greet. So when we go to the home, we want to make sure that everybody likes each other. What I tell people, I do a lot of home visits, obviously, with as many as I have fostered. But I always tell everyone, number one is the dog at home. If your dog does not want another dog, you need to recognize that, because that dog is the one that's there first. And then bring one in. If your dog's happy, wants another dog or two, then absolutely, absolutely. So it's not difficult. It's just a process that we go through just to make sure that it's a forever home.
Great. This all sounds amazing. I really want to either have you come back on for another episode of our Animal Corner, or for us to like focus on one of your events, because they all sound fantastic.
That would be great.
Yeah.
That would be just great. If you could come to Wolf Down Lunch, it's just a really fun event.
Thank you for coming on to our show.
Prescott's Animal Corner is brought to you in part by Al's Lucky Dog Grooming. Al's cleans, washes, trims, clips, and grooms all breeds of both dogs and cats. Al's Lucky Dog Grooming is located at 544 6th Street, Suite H, here in Prescott. To set up an appointment, the number is 928-445-5360.